Okay, so today we're going to do our first oil change on the 2021 Jeep Wrangler JL Islander Snazzberry with a 2.0 liter turbo engine. We're going to use 0 W30, even though it calls for 5 W30. It calls for 5 quarts. But yeah, it's a little chilly out, but we want to get this done. We're at a little over 2,000 miles. Want to change it over to fully synthetic. Letting it warm up right now, get that engine a little bit warm. Just want to let you see, we've done a couple of things. I got to upload those videos, those side steps, and the wheels and tires. She's looking pretty good, but she's dirty. So we're going to get started here in just a moment. Alright, so this is it. 2.0 liter. Turbo over here. She's a little dirty. I've been driving her. So this is your oil cap, or you're going to put your oil in after we drain it. I'm going to get down in there in a minute. We're just letting it warm up so that oil flows out so we can drain it. Over here is your dipstick. We're going to check your oil after there. It calls for 5W30. Like I said, we're going to use 0W30. My preference. Do your research before you make a decision like that. Alright, so to take your oil filter off, you're probably going to need an oil filter wrench. They're pretty cool. They just adjust to the size of your oil filter. Make sure you have an oil pan to catch your oil. You're just going to unscrew that oil filter after you let some of that oil drain out like I just did. And then we're going to move on to the drain plug. Now the drain plug is a 13mm socket. Some people prefer to pull the plug first, the oil plug first. You can do the filter first or the plug, doesn't matter. Make sure you got your oil pan under there. So we're going to let it drain for a few minutes. Alright, so we're putting the new filter on. It's a Mobil 1 M1 113A. I'm going to put that on nice and tight. Just going to clean it off a little bit, make sure it's good and tight. You're just going to do it hand tight. as tight as you can though. You don't want anything leaking. Put your plug back in. Be super careful, make sure you don't misthread anything. You can use that 13mm socket. Alright, so we're going to take off this oil cap. Use a funnel so we don't make a big mess. Alright, so like I said, we're using the Mobil 1 fully synthetic 0W30. It's a choice we made because of the climate that I live in. It does call for 5W30. It takes 5 quarts. So we're going to put this whole bottle in. Of course, when we were underneath, we made sure that our oil filter was hand tight and our plug was tight. Careful not to misthread anything. We don't want any leaks. Alright, so while I'm letting all that oil drain down into there, I just want to show you, I know I said it, but I want to show you this is the oil filter that I'm using. Once again, for the 2021 JL Jeep Wrangler. Alright, so we're going to put our cap back on. Once again, careful not to cross thread anything. And that's it. Your oil change is done. And we're going to show you how to reset it. And check your oil pressure. We're going to go down. It's going to show my speedometer. Then we're going to go to vehicle info. Then we're going to go to the right arrow, which is going to take us to our vehicle information. Oil temperature, oil pressure, vehicle's off. That's why that says 0. Okay, so oil life is what we're looking for. We have our ignition set to run. Vehicle is not turned on. And we're just going to hold this button to reset it. There we go, 100%. And that is how you reset that. I'm just going to start her up. Let's go back through here. I'm going to do right arrow, battery, tire pressure. Once again, I need tire and air in one of my tires. Coolant temperature, transmission temperature, oil temperature, oil pressure. Usually runs about 20 psi when I'm idling, but I just started up. And there we go, 100%. That's how you reset it when you do your own oil change. All right, thank you so much for watching.